This is Thor, my little baby. Well, technically, he's my grandpup because he's my son's dog. But since I work from home, he's with me all day. So he is my little baby. Hi, handsome. Hey, friends. Welcome back. My name is Wilma. This is Just a Little Homestead. I wanted to go and show everyone our little setup that we have for this cold weather that is coming back this weekend. I actually set this up last weekend whenever we had that cold spell. Right now it feels like I think a 44 right now, and it's gonna get colder tomorrow and this weekend. So let's go ahead and have a little tour here, and then we'll run inside because it's too cold for me out here. This is the little setup that we did for the onions that we planted. So my husband put the poles, little PVC pipes around here, and then I got some frost covers and we stuck it over there, and they've been doing pretty good. They're still standing under there. It's a little lemon tree I have hiding with that grow bag that I got from one of the discovery boxes. I ran out of frost covers, so we did this for the lettuces that I transplanted, and they're doing pretty good. They actually don't mind the cold. So this is the setup. Hopefully they stay good this coming weekend. It's gonna drop down into the 20s again, hopefully for the last time. But let's go inside because it's too cold out here. Okay, we're back inside the house now, nice and warm. I wanted to show everyone the hydroponic system. Someone asked me about that, so I wanted to go ahead and let y'all see what I have growing in the hydroponic. Let me show you here. So this is my little setup here. I have 3 hydroponics right here in my room. And here on the right, we have a patio baby eggplant. That's this one here. And then to the left of that, we have a pot of pinyo. And this one's starting to get, I'm sure if you can see it there. If it'll focus, there's little buds right on top. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pinch those off because this little plant is still pretty small. I need to look into that to see if I need to pinch those off so the plant can grow bigger, because it seems kind of small to have little jalapenos growing, but you can see the little buds in there. This little eggplant is not producing any flowers yet, but it's still small as well. And then here we have this one, the mini-me cucumber. Now this one is producing little baby cucumbers, but they're not lasting for some reason. Let me show you here. See, they start off like this one, if I can point to it, but then they do this. They start shriveling up. See if you can see it better that way. I've already had at least 8 do that. They start growing and then they shrivel up. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong or what I can do. I've been giving it the plant food that came with the hydroponic system, but I haven't been able to harvest any of the little mini-me cucumbers because they're not growing as big as they're supposed to. They start shriveling up after a certain point. So if any of you know what else I can do, please let me know. It is pretty big. It's coming all the way back here. And back here there is, if I can lift it, there is a couple, so you can see it down here. That's probably the biggest one that I have, the one down there at the bottom. It's still small, but it's the biggest one so far that's grown. So I'm hoping it doesn't shrivel up. And then we have the Alexandria strawberry. This one is from In My Gardener. And this one is so big and pretty. And it's getting a lot of flowers. No strawberries yet, but a lot of flowers. And then here, this one is from, this is the Jewel Amethyst. I think this one is from Botanical Interest. It's both of these here in this one. They're both the Jewel Amethyst. I had put 2 seeds into the hydroponic and both of them grew, so I just separated them, so now I have 2. And on this one, there's a little eggplant growing right there. I'm so excited. That's the first eggplant to grow on here. That little white thing right there. It's so cute. There's a lot of flowers. There is a lot of flowers, but that's the only eggplant so far. And this one also has a lot of flowers on it. So maybe soon that one will have a little eggplant as well. But that is all that I have in my hydroponic. There's only 2 plants in each one because they've gotten pretty big. I couldn't put anything else in here after I took the tomato plants out. Here I have little orange plants that I grew from orange seeds from an orange we ate at a friend's house, actually. And then the little apple. And this one is from the planting that we did together a couple weeks ago, the contender bush bean. This is one of those little beans. They grew so fast. Actually, I can show y'all how big they've gotten. Let me get down here. These are all the ones that we planted together. And it wasn't that long ago. It was probably less than 2 weeks ago that we did this. And this is just a mixture of everything because I had to take them out. So I'm not sure if you remember, we had them in these, but they were getting so big. There was 2 per cell. So I had to take them out and give them their own space already. Most of these were which ones were they? The cantaloupe, the loofahs, the watermelon, and the beans. All the beans I had to take out and put into their own little cell. And I'm going to have to do the same thing this weekend to most of these because these melons here have gotten too big. There's watermelons in the back that need to be put into their own little pot. All these little tomatoes. Some of them have gotten very tall. They're no longer on the heat mat, it's just underneath the grow lights. But some of these, look at these tomato plants, they've gotten so tall. So I definitely have to put them in their own little spot. I don't want them to get root bound in there. When I lift up the little cell, it doesn't look like they are right now. They have some of their little roots coming out from the bottom of the tray, but it still looks pretty good. But this weekend I'm going to move everybody to their own, the ones that need it actually. Probably not all of them, because some of them still look good. But this is my little setup here. All right, thank you all for joining me on the little hydroponic tour. I hope you'll join me this weekend as well. I'm going to be repotting those plants that I just showed you and letting them stretch their legs out in a bigger cell separately. I'm also going to be cutting up the potatoes that I got, the seed potatoes from Haas. I need to cut those up now that they finally started sprouting eyes, and then letting them sit so they can heal over before I put them outside. So we'll be doing both of those things this weekend. I will bring you back along with me. I hope you can join me with that. So if you are enjoying my content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.